Hello friends, welcome to Study Center. We had discussed SSC CGL previous year questions in the last session and this is session 5. Question number 1. In terms of area, which state has the largest forest cover in India? Options are Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Kerala and the correct answer is Madhya Pradesh. Now let's discuss something about Madhya Pradesh. The capital of Madhya Pradesh is Bhopal. And the current CM is Shivraj Singh Chauhan and the current governor is Lalji Tandon. Madhya Pradesh is also known as the Tiger State as it is a home of around 20% of India's tiger population and 10% of world's tiger population. Bandhavgarh was the first places in India where the majestic white tiger Mohan was founded. There are 9 national parks, 6 tiger reserves and 25 wildlife sanctuaries in Madhya Pradesh. Let's discuss the national parks and tiger reserves of Madhya Pradesh. The bracketed TR represents tiger reserves. That means the national parks which preserve tigers. So the national parks are Kanha National Park, Bandhavgarh National Park, Madhav National Park, Sanjay National Park, Ban Bihar National Park, Panna National Park, Satpura National Park, Pench National Park, Mandla Plant Fossil National Park. The last one, Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve. It is a tiger reserve only, not a national park. Question number 2. Name the law in physics which states that equal volume of all gases under the same conditions of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. Options are Charles' law, Ohm's law, Avogadro's law, Boyle's law. And the correct answer is Avogadro's law. Charles' law states how gases tend to expand when heated. When the pressure on a sample of a dry gas is held constant, the Kelvin temperature and the volume will be in direct proportion. That is, T directly proportional to V with pressure constant. Ohm's law states that the current through a conductor between 2 points is directly proportional to the voltage across the 2 points. And the formula is V equals to IR. Boyle's law states that how the pressure of a gas tends to increase as the volume of the container decreases. The absolute pressure exerted by a given mass of an ideal gas is inversely proportional to the volume it occupies. If the temperature and the amount of gas remains unchanged within a closed system, that is, P is inversely proportional to V with temperature and the amount of gas constant. Question number 3. The SDG India Index is developed by options are World Bank, Niti Aayog, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Environmental, Forest and Climate Change. And the correct answer is Niti Aayog. The Sustainable Development Goals SDG are a collection of 17 global goals designed to be a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. The SDGs set in 2015 by the United Nations General Assembly and intended to be achieved by the year 2030 are part of United Nations Resolution, the 2030 Agenda. Niti Aayog has constructed the SDG India Index. The Niti Aayog, that is National Institute for Transforming India, is a policy think tank of Government of India established with the aim to achieve sustainable development goals. Niti Aayog was established in the year 2015 by the NDA government. It replaced the Planning Commission of India. Niti Aayog headquarters is situated in New Delhi. The chairperson is Prime Minister and the current vice chairperson is Rajiv Kumar. Question number 4. Which of the following gases is consistently seen to be the most abundant in a volcanic eruption? Options are carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, water vapor, sulfur dioxide. And the correct answer is water vapor. Question number 5. The Supreme Court has declared access to the internet a fundamental right under Article Dash of Indian Constitution. And the options are Article 14, Article 21, Article 19, Article 17. And the correct answer is Article 19. Article 19 is the most important and key article which embodies the basic freedoms. Article 19 provides that all citizens shall have the following right of freedoms. Previously the number was 7 and now the number is 6. So the 6 freedoms which are included in Article 19 are the freedom of speech and expression, to assemble peacefully and without arms, to form associations or unions, to move freely throughout the territory of India, to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India, to practice any profession or carry on any occupation, trade or business. In the year 1977, the 44th Amendment eliminated the right to acquire, hold and dispose of property as a fundamental right. Question number 6. Which of the following disease is not transmitted from one person to another? Options are hepatitis B, syphilis, cirrhosis, AIDS. And the answer is cirrhosis. Cirrhosis, also known as liver cirrhosis or hepatic cirrhosis, is a condition in which the liver does not function properly due to long-term damage. Question number 7. Who is the first general of the Indian Army whose retirement day is celebrated as the Armed Forces Veterans Day every year? And the correct answer is General K.M. Cariappa. Armed Forces Veteran Day is celebrated on January 14 every year. The ranks of Indian Army are as follows: Lieutenant, Captain, Major, Lieutenant Colonel, Colonel, Brigadier, Major General, Lieutenant General, General, Field Marshal. Here, Field Marshal is the highest rank of Indian Army. Question number 8. Which leader gave us the CR formula? The options are Mahatma Gandhi, C.R. Das, Tilak, C. Rajagopalachari. And the answer is C. Rajagopalachari. C. Rajagopalachari's formula was a proposal formulated by Chakrabarti Rajagopalachari to solve the political deadlock between the All India Muslim League and the Indian National Congress on the independence of British India. With the advent of the Second World War, the British administration required both parties to agree so that Indian help could be sought for the war effort. Rajagopalachari proposed that if Muslims in India wanted a partition, Congress should not oppose this. Question number 9. If the inflation in an economy is rising steadily, the central bank might. Options are increase the repo rate, decrease the reverse repo rate, decrease the repo rate, keep the repo rate unchanged. And the answer is increase the repo rate. Repo rate is the rate at which the central bank of a country lends money to commercial banks in the event of any shortfall of funds. In our case, RBI is our central bank. Repo rate is used by monetary authorities to control inflation. In the event of inflation, central banks increase repo rate as this acts as a disincentive for banks to borrow from the central bank. This ultimately reduces the money supply in the economy and thus helps in arresting inflation. This case is similar to the car loans and home loans. If the banks are going to increase the rate of interest in home loans and car loans, the people will not be interested to take loan. If the rate will decrease, then more people will be interested to take loans. Similar is the case. In this case, RBI is the lender and the banks are the borrowers. Reverse repo rate is exactly the opposite of repo rate. Reverse repo rate is the rate at which the banks park their funds with the RBI. An increase in reverse repo rate thereby decrease the supply of money in the market as the banks will park their money with the RBI for more incentives. This thing also we can relate with the banks. Like if the rate of interest in fixed deposit and recurring deposit is going to increase, more people will be interested to do the saving. So, by increasing both repo rate and reverse repo rate, the inflation can be controlled. Question 10. Merchant discount rate refers to. The correct answer is the rate charged to a merchant for payment processing services on debit and credit card transactions. The merchant discount rate is charged to merchants for processing debit and credit card transactions. To accept debit and credit cards, merchants must set up this service and agree to the rate. The merchant discount rate is a fee, typically between 1% to 3%, that merchants must consider when managing business costs. That's all for today's session. I hope the video is helpful. We will discuss more such questions in the next session. Thank you for watching.